you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad. Good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking to talk to me, funny lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore! Well, look, let's dive right into it, right? Let's dive right into Love Story, because when I heard this show was coming out and this was something that was being worked on, I was super excited about it. I've been a John F. Kennedy fan, junior fan, kind of coming up in life and just understanding who he was to the public consciousness, as well as Carolyn. For this show, though, this is what I wanted to ask. With so much information out there on this couple already, how much when do you make the decision to, how much do I look at what's on the page and what is in the scripts and the characterization versus how much outside research do I need to do to bring that character more to life? Because I feel it'd be like a delicate balance of telling the story that we want to tell in the script, but also making sure we bring the authenticity to it, Carolyn.
Yeah, I think that it was both. I mean, I don't think either of us held back on learning as much as we could about Carolyn and John. And what was so incredible, when I took a lot of solace in, was Connor Hines, our writer. He is just as much of an advocate for Carolyn and John as we were. And I think that was evident in the scripts. It wasn't so much that I don't feel like I ever had to choose between the interpretation that I had with Carolyn and feeling that there was something imposing on the page. So it really was this wonderful sort of marriage between, I think, our preparation as actors in what we learned about John and Carolyn to getting to the shooting day and working with what was on the page. But of course, there is, we have our own bodies and our own voices. And there was, sort of a marriage between Sarah's self and Carolyn, and figuring out how to move my body in a way that was evocative of her. And I think there is always sort of this crossover in between, your artistic interpretation and relying on the scripts and research in preparation.
Paul, would you agree with Sarah's characterization of kind of finding that delicate balance?
I mean, absolutely. Yeah. I couldn't have said it better myself. You when embody or when you're characterizing a storied individual, we have our own bodies as actors, and the way we hold ourselves and finding ways that we can hold ourselves in different ways that are more akin to the characters. You have to inject a little bit of yourself into everything you do.
I think at the same time, it was, we were hyper focused on trying to be as accurate and truthful to these real life people as possible. Like, I think while there is certainly room for interpretation, our goal was always to try and tell the story as truthfully as possible, in terms of our interpretation of the character, our physicality, our voices, the costuming, the hair, every aspect of it.
Oh, I was going to bring up the costuming and in the set design of this show. It really drops you in to where the story is taking place, and it almost gives you more of an insight, I would think, into both of your characters. Just the juxtaposition of how JFK, Jr. was raised versus Carolyn, kind of their backgrounds, and then just even seeing the inside of their apartment. I guess that just kind of gives so much more texture and layer even to your performance to actually be in the clothes, to be in the sets, to make it feel real and authentic.
Well, a lot of this series we were able to shoot on location in New York as well. I mean, the production design and taking Northmore Street and bringing us back to the 90s, it's just not a detail was missed. And that paired with the clothing, paired with hair and makeup, it really was just a complete transformation. And I felt, I don't know, we were just so in the world. It was wonderful to walk in these people's shoes and in these storied halls. Well, many of them were also on sound stages. But yeah, the production design is just incredible in this show.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And Paul, were there any preconceptions that you had about JFK Jr. coming into the show that your mind was changed on after the production was over with?
No, I don't think so. I think coming into the show, I really was just an open sponge. I was taking everything in I could. I wasn't entirely familiar with JFK Jr. I understood who he was and where his family resided within the zeitgeist of American politics and their legacy. But for John himself, I was just absolutely open to learning everything I could, and I feel like I got to know him pretty well.
Yes, Sarah, similar question to you. I mean, coming in, I don't know how much you knew about Carolyn and her background, but did you have any preconceptions that were changed as you started to kind of dive into the character?
I was familiar with her. I knew that she was married to John. I knew she worked at Calvin Klein. Of course, was familiar with her clothing. But I think what was most exciting and I suppose surprising to me was learning about the life that Carolyn had before she became known by the public, as when she got into a relationship with John and later married him. So I think it was just so exciting to learn about this 26-year-old woman who rose the ranks of Calvin Klein quite quickly. Her intelligence, her wit, her sensitivity. It was just such a gift to be able to inhabit her. And I really hope that some of those qualities that I admire so much have rubbed off on me, even in the smallest of ways.
Well, you know what? The show is fantastic. Y'all are both fantastic in it. I'm sure everyone's going to love watching this as it unfolds week over week. So, Sarah, Paul, I do appreciate y'all taking the time this morning. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Brad.